walk up to you while you showing us stunts till you up that jewelry and money. Play for me, yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it business. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody want to hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I put another day.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles along with them in the last game.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Red, up. 18. Gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Let's go.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They go play action. Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Kaiser now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
From the gun, Kaiser nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go. Red, up!
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Lock in. 18. Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky to throw again. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And incomplete here on third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And Ingram hauls it in. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 5th. Saw they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Nicholson escaping the and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at point 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Trubisky, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Lock in, lock in.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ball. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now it's Trubisky. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, gotta go.
On third down, Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on second down. Nicholson. He's going to let this one go. And that's caught inside the 35. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gone.
Operating from the gun. Nicholson, and going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun. Nicholson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver. The Broncos are just pouring it on in that one. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Final shot before break. Nicholson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nicholson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 2, Nicholson buying time to his nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Trubisky will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Hurry, hurry! Blue, blue.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Nicholson. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
To throw on 3rd down. Nicholson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Gun! Here we go now. 3-19. 3.
They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're going to try and throw. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Lock in, lock in.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Lock in, lock in. Red, up. Right 80.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Red, up. Red, up. Move. Hey, 18. Yep.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Gotta go.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd down. Nicholson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Nicholson, and he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. From the gun, Nicholson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Set up! 18. And Ransom. Mike 56. Hey, gotta go.
Play action. Now Trubisky steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Nicholson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
180! 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Blue. Let's go. Red, up. Hey, watch it. Check 43.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.